Hello everyone, how are you? When you pop on here, say hello and let me know where you are tuning in from in planet Earth. I am currently in Arizona. I'm just on the ASU campus. I was doing some things and I wanted to pop on this beautiful hologram because I have some very exciting things. Hey Patricia, how are you? And so when you join, say hello. Let me know where you're in from the world. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. I super love knowing who's watching this and engaging with this content. So seriously, let me know where you're in from. I would love to know. Leave me some comments. And if you don't know me, my name is Colleen Gallagher. I am a global educator and I travel really all over the world. However, lately I've had a big shift in some of my content and some of my things that I have been sharing. If you've been watching this journey with me over the last 15 months of when I left corporate America, a six-figure job in New Zealand, where I was traveling all over New Zealand and Australia. And I actually, been able to travel the world and do all this. So yay, so happy you're here. Hey Yvonne, so I'm super excited because today I wanted to talk about the money template. I wanted to talk about how there's a new monetary system, there's a new governance that's actually coming through on the planet right now. And some of you might be like, oh my God, this is too much, this is whatever. However, I really want to let you know, today I was reading about the Rohingyas, which are refugees in Bangladesh. And the thing that I want to share with all of you is that there's around 100 to 200 million refugees, like counted and not counted for in the world. That means that there is a group of people that don't belong to any country because of a civil war that's going on in their country, or because of the way they look or their religion. They cannot belong to their country, and they cannot go into any new country because no new country is taking them. And on top of that, they're being ostracized as refugees or whatever that may be. And to put this into a bigger context for everyone, 80% of the world is living on less than $3 a day, meaning that majority of the world does not have access to banking systems. They don't have access to credit, a lot of different things. And why is this relevant? Why am I sharing this? You may ask. And the reason that I wanted to come on today, oh my God, Joe, I love you. The reason I wanted to come on today is, I want to talk about my money template, and I want to be super raw. I want to be super authentic about, first of all, an apology about my money template that I was teaching and that I was acting out of integrity in. And this is really vulnerable for me. However, it's really important to come on and share this. And there's a story that I really want to share with all of you in this space of what has been going on in my life since January, really, of the awarenesses that I've had. And the first thing that I really want to tell everyone is right now with the Jupiter retrograde going on, like so many things that are in life right now are coming up to the light. So anything that you've done that wasn't in the highest light, if you were gossiping, if you were lying, if you were doing anything, basically that wasn't true to you. You were out of alignment, you were out of integrity with yourself, it's coming to the light. And I had a big, huge bust hit me in the face with this. That was about a very large investment that I learned from. And I wanted to share it with all of you because I want to have my life be an example of what's actually going on and being super real with it. So basically I wanted to share something with all of you is that when you're looking at a money template, especially in the online world, and we've all been given templates to function under. Hey Jillian, we've all been given templates to function under, especially money templates. And so, one template that I personally was under is I had cancer at 14, for those of you who may or may not know. And I just want to move my phone actually so it doesn't get too hot. I was just looking at that, so we might have to move this up here. I'm just in this park here. And the thing that I really wanted to share with everyone is when I had that happen, basically there was a moment in time when I realized that the healthcare system in the USA was not set up really for an equal opportunity based on the social economics you were born into. And that created a very large impact on my life of money templating, of me being in fear of money, because I believed if I didn't have money, that means that I would die, basically because you wouldn't be able to pay for your treatments, or that if I wouldn't die, like I wouldn't have love. And for many of you who may or may not know, but those are two very intense things to be feeling at the age of 14, that you may die if you don't have money and you're not gonna have love. And, I just wanted to come on really quick and share a bit about this, because I personally have been diving deep into money templating. And, I've been on this thing of I'm going to make $1 million. And I've helped, other people make, 6 figures. I've made 6 figures since the age of 21. I've done all these fantastic things with money. And, I realized is that I was still acting out of fear to be in safety with money. I was still acting that I needed money to feel safe, to feel like my voice could be heard, to feel that I was worthy of being here in case anything happened, that I would have something. And, it's taken me some time to really dive through this money templating I was functioning under that was not my money template to function. And I would ask each of you who are watching here, what is your money template? What does money really mean to you? Is money meant security for you? Has money meant that you're even afraid to open your bank account? Has money meant for you that you're afraid to invest in yourself? Is money meant for you that you have been afraid to look in cryptocurrency? You've been afraid to invest in real estate? Hey Brian, what has your money template meant to you? Because we all have different things. And the thing that I wanted to share is when I was acting out of fear of money, when I was like, I need to invest money so I can make more money. I need to invest so I can have all this money to feel safe. So I can have all this money to then design the education systems or the policy systems, and I was doing this crazy amounts of investing money and money templating myself to basically have money so I would feel safe, which is totally backwards of everything that we should be doing, because realizing that we're already safe right now in every moment that we're existing is the important part. And so I ask you, if you're watching this, to really start looking at your templating and look at who you're learning your money templating from, because there's many people that are teaching money that I would share may not even be in awareness of the template that they're giving out into humanity. And when you're looking at 80% of the world living in poverty, that's 80%. So I think that's 6 billion. I don't know, it's a lot of people. 6 billion people are not functioning on the monetary system that you and I, if we're watching this, are functioning on. They don't even have access to that monetary system. They don't have a banking system. There's no credit. There's nowhere to put their money. Majority of the world is not acting on the banking system that controls the world, or the military that is being funded by the monetary system. And so when we look at this money templating, especially mine with cancer, I want to share something that happened to me recently, and it was in January. And basically, long story short, there was a trifecta. There was 3 people, me being included. And from the long story short, what happened in this trifecta is it was brought to my attention that 2 people were speaking of me, and 2 people were sharing an experience, questioning how I use my voice, and questioning how I describe my voice, and if it's my voice or if it's not my voice. And that was then brought to me. However, I was told that I couldn't bring it up. I had to keep it silent. I had to keep it down. And it about shook me, because this group of people I really love and I really trusted, and it was one of the hardest things in my life to have people that you trust thinking that they're talking about you while you are desiring to grow and express yourself and figuring out your voice in this crazy world that we're living in, and feeling safe to use your voice. Because I created this whole idea that in order for me to feel safe, I had to have a money template that I needed more money to feel more and more safe, to be communicating my desires or my truth or my ideologies or whatever that is. And so I just wanted to tap into the money templating, and from that basically whole situation that it was 3 people, it exploded. It basically allowed me to remember all these voices or things going on that aren't even ours to carry. And when we get caught up in environments that are templating us to feel silenced or feel like we can't communicate, or they're templating us into maybe lower vibrations of gossip, of questioning why are you talking to that person, or how many drinks did that person have around you, what did this happen, which were questions that were being asked of me. And I remember I would have to simply share this feels like gossip, let's not put people in this place. And it was pushed that I was wrong for saying that. And so I've had to basically go through this massive transformation since January of understanding the templates I was being shown and functioning under. And I had to be aware of the moments that I chose not to use my voice. And I had to take responsibility for the moments when I did fall into a lower vibration and actually maybe shared things or said things that weren't in the highest about someone that I really love and someone that I really care about, because I was so caught up in this circle of what was said about me behind closed doors, of what was being communicated, which made me so insecure, and it made me so like her, but I couldn't express it because I was so nervous because I was told not to communicate. And this like spiraled, basically manifesting for like since January. And I had multiple vibrations shifting into me, and multiple people then like coming in like, this person's that and that person's that, and like all these things that were coming into my field. And maybe many of you can relate, I don't know. And I'm like sitting there like, well, this doesn't make sense because my voice is saying this, like my feelings are saying this about this person, or my like energy is feeling this way about whatever it is. Hey, Danielle. And I remember like these were all things, and then I'm trying to transition all of this that's experiencing to me into being like, I have to, do my business and like do all the things and like, let's go. And like, then I'm doing my master's, my thesis, and I have my clients, then I'm doing all this with social media. Like, just take a breather, like, shoo, like for real. And these were all things I'm experiencing at 25 years old. And it's not even money anymore that I'm talking about. That's like $5, whatever. We're talking about like tens to 20s to 30s to 60,000 to $100,000s of dollars to millions, really, for education policy design. And as I was going through this experience that I was having in my life, of first of all raising money template from cancer, then realizing money templating that I was learning, and then basically like now coming to, oh my gosh, bells, coming to a resolve of who I am. I completely resonate. My emotional link to money was that I could purely, yes. And like, yeah, please share everyone. Like, I'm happy to answer questions. Like, this is super vulnerable for me. I've been putting this off for months, weeks, I should say. Because I also then from this experience closed down my largest revenue generator in my business, because I realized that I was doing something out of a need to reach $1 million instead of actually out of an authentic truth of what my voice is and who I'm meant to be. And so basically I did that, and it was like the scariest thing in my life. Like, I just did this within, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago. I shut everything, like my largest amount, like imagine like the largest amount, like you could be like set for the rest of the year for like 2 years, maybe even. And I just shut it down, and I basically stopped all payments and refunded money. Like, just basically doing the small amount I had open, because I realized, again, it was a money template that was not my template. I was doing something out of a need instead of actually something that was out of my truth. And this is not something that I can give you as like a cookie cutter. Here's like the one thing, here's the thing that's gonna feel like in your truth or in your place. However, it does end up working out. And that's what I really wanted to share is, in this space that has been crazy. And besides just that, there was like other big light bombs that were happening in my life with like my thesis and with my classes and with clients and with all these beautiful things just happening. And I just want to remind you, as I've come, is that we all have a mission. We all have a gift. We all have a part in contributing to the revolution that's going on right now in the world. And if you don't believe me that there is, are you saying that the importance is in earning money, being your authentic self, and being aligned? Yes, it's exactly what I'm saying. However, I'm sharing that sometimes when you think you're being authentic, or sometimes you feel you're being aligned, really look at your environment of who's templating or what templates you're learning from. So an example, an education system. Like right now, I'm learning from Arizona State University, Global Technology and Development. Well, why did I choose that? Is because I knew that I love technology. I'm very global mind-centered, and I really care about development of self, but also development of the world. And there's many times I cared more about development of the world than actually development of myself. And so for me, that's a good template. It feels like a good template for me to learn under. However, there's many times in my life where, let's say I like bought like a meditation, or because I wanted to feel at peace, instead of maybe reaching out and grabbing my journal and just and writing and being silent with myself. There's many times that I've invested large amounts of money, even let's say in an internship or moving or on a travel trip that I wanted to go and do something, to go be with people. However, I should have really invested that into like a solo trip of, traveling to an island by myself and being centered in that. And so let me know if that makes sense, Katie. There's so many ways I can go into that, and it's really like what it's coming through me very clearly is just be more aware of the environments of templates that you're learning from, especially environments where you're learning how to create prosperity or this, because the monetary system that we are existing on, like let's say developed nations are existing on, will not be it any longer. It's going to be very similar to cryptocurrency. It's not going to be it's not going to be physical money. Like we're actually going to be like energetic beings that are vibrating, that are sharing money in that way. And so that's what I really wanted to share. And so after this, I just wanted to share this all with all of you. If you've known me, if you've seen my growth since I first started, and now, first of all, I wanted to apologize to anyone that you could feel where I was acting under a money template that wasn't mine. And you've been maybe confused, like, well, I'm confused. Colleen's really sweet and really genuine and really this, however she's acting in this way. I want to let you know it was part of my experience, and it was part of me to fully release the Cancer template that was given to me of fear for money. And I, sent that away, that money template of Cancer that is now gone, that is now away. And for those of you who have felt, why is she so sweet, but she seems like so money hungry? I want to apologize on here for that, because it wasn't really me, and it was part of my experience that I was having. And now when I move forward, I have put things in my life to really allow me to feel into joy and laughter as my template. And that will, right now, is still the form, the monetary system we're functioning, or I am functioning on, is the monetary system. However, I don't believe that'll always be it. And I truly believe that we fall into a place where, money just shows up. Prosperity is just something that naturally flows to you when you become aware of these templates that you're existing on. And like I shared, even structures, this is something that came through to me too, is we're living in a world that's been built on structures. So structures of countries, structures of buildings, of trees, all these things, structures of sunglasses, like all these things that have come through structures. And these structures have imprinted beliefs on us, and those beliefs are not always ours to carry. And so the thing that I really want to share with you about these structures and these beliefs is being just more aware of the structures you're learning from. And shout out to a few of my mentors that I truly dearly love, and the templating that they're doing, and they're checking themselves constantly to be looking at that. And I'm someone who I'm now checking myself more in a deeper way of how I am showing up, how I'm templating. And the clients that I did have, I've reached out and apologized for the templating I was giving them that actually wasn't for the highest of good. And so I just wanted to come on and share all of this with you all, and also reminding you that abundance is something that truly is our natural state, and prosperity is the way of where we are aligning to, or what we're growing to. And when you function from a place of your natural state of abundance, and then allowing prosperity to flow into you as your foundation, is that, and aligning to that feeling and to that movement of energy within yourself, that's what creates everything that you could desire, really. And so I really desire to come on and share this and express this experience. I'm truly hoping from the bottom of my heart something that I've shared here has been relatable to your life. It's something that you can start using or start acknowledging in your shift in perspective that you are living. And I wanted to share a few ways that we can be involved together, we can co-create together. And the first way is I'm going to pop a link in the I'll pop all these links in the comments, but the first is there's a free meditation I have called Shifting to the Limitless, and it's really just a remembrance of how to start feeling instead of thinking. And the second way to play is it's called a no-name container, and it's very much similar to a monthly membership. It's kind of like a BNI group, actually, a business like national group or whatever, and basically it's magical leaders from all over the world. And these magical leaders, we meet twice a month. I do a 30-minute call on all different things, like things that I'm learning, things I'm doing. I may be bringing in guest speakers. We all are doing Facebook Lives. We're posting like readings or podcasts that we're living. It's a really magical group. Like with people that want to end hunger in there. Like we have Patrick, if he's on here, he's like wanting to do stuff with music, or he is doing stuff with music. We have people that are in finance in there. We have people that are doing PhDs in there as well. We have people that are like in corporate. We have people that are doing poetry. We have like YouTubers. Like everybody is in that group, and it's basically $47 a month right now for those 2 calls for the Facebook group that you post in. It's a digital home, really, where you are able to fully express yourself and use your voice, because I know I've been suppressed many times with that, and stepping more into that. The third way to play is that I'm actually doing a 90-day program for 5 leaders only, and it's called Use Your Voice. And basically I'll be tapping into this heavily of how to use your voice, how to understand the templates that are being put upon you, and what's actually yours and what's not yours, and how to share that. And in that 90 days, basically, if you have an existing business or you don't have a business, I'm going to empower you, guide you to understand the digital part of this, how I created a business while traveling the world, basically using digital strategies, using freedom, and how you can do that. If you want more freedom in your business, more time in your business, you want to get off phone calls on your business, like you only want to have whatever, you want to spend more time with your family, you want to work 2 days a week, like I'm going to literally tell you that, and that's called Use Your Voice. And I'm going to be going through digital strategies with that, and that's 90 days, because every time I have ever done anything with any launch that I've done of a company or my dreams, it's always been 90 days, and it's worked out better than I could have imagined. And taking 5 people for that, and that is a $5,000 investment. And I am open to do payment plans. The other thing that I have is called How to Leverage Digital Strategies to influence people and the world with love. And that's going to be a 1-day event, May 22nd in Phoenix, Arizona. And that is $888 for that. And we have like the best vegan chef that's going to be there and everything. I am capping that. At most can be 20 people, because I want to make sure that I give individual attention. We do have people flying in from around the country for that, and that's a full day with me, and we will be doing a recording. So those are the ways to play. Free meditation will pop here, the No Name Container 47, the 1-day event May 22nd, which will be in Phoenix, Arizona, which is 888, and a 90-day container if you're really ready to go all in, of using your voice on digital strategies and technologies to create the impact you're here to do as your revolution. So sending you so much love. If you loved this, please share it, please like it, please reach out to me. I'm always here, open and available for you to play in any of these ways when you're ready. So sending you much love. Thank you for being here, and remember that these templates that were given to you are not always yours to carry, and many times it's part of your experience on your journey of remembering prosperity and remembrance of who you truly are. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for letting me use my voice, and I'm sure we'll all talk soon.